Hello, today I'm going to talk about my Havoc 40 Flame Staff build. It's pretty meta, so nothing's going to be too surprising or too different here. A lot of it's pretty standard, but we're going to go over it anyway. Start with the Curios here. We got 217 Toughness and a +3 Stamina. We're going to rock triple Stam regen, triple Combat Ability regen, and we only got double Toughness, and I'm rocking a 115% sprint efficiency. You can put anything else you want here really. You could put gunners or whatever, but I vote for more movement. Turns for the flame staff. Like I said, a lot of this is pretty standard. You're going to want flak. You're going to want blaze away. You're going to want warp nexus. You're going to want warp resistance as your dump stat. You want that pretty much as low as you can get it, because you're going to want to build peril and be at high peril pretty much all the time. For the perk, like I said, you want flak. I see a lot of people take the extra 5% crit hit chance, and I just don't think it's worth it. It's good. It's not terrible, but it's not even bad. It's good. Like I said, it's not even bad. It's good, but I find that you're facing more waves of carapace in Havoc 40, so I definitely vote for using carapace as a perk. Um, and on Warp Nexus, like I said, you're going to want to take it, but Warp Nexus is going to be your main source. Sorry, not your main source. Your only source of critical chance, extra critical chance, which is fine because, like I said, you're going to be at 80 to 100 peril pretty much at all times. And for the melee weapon, you can use, the dag, the dueling sword, the blaze force sword, or if you really want to, you could use the great sword. You just can't move really, which is why I don't really use it in Havoc 40. But all the perks and the blessings on all my melee weapons, aside from the greatsword, are the same. For the perk, you don't have to put unyielding. You could put carapace. You're facing way more carapace anyway. But I like to have unyielding just to have some kind of boss damage. There's too many times where I've been cornered with a plague or a chaos spawn, and everybody else is dealing with the horde, and you're not gonna have time to whip out your staff. You could, and maybe get like one charge off, but for the most part, you're really just gonna be meleeing the boss. So that's what the unyielding's for on the perk. Riposte is a must. It is a must in terms of trying to clutch on Psyker. Because, like I said, if you're kiting around, running around from enemies, you really won't have a chance to whip out your staff. And your main source of getting toughness back is either peril or warp attack kills. And you really can't do either of those while you're running away kiting. So the only way you're going to get toughness back is with riposte, which is your 20% crit chance, and then with metal. Crit hits replenish 5% toughness. Those two alone is your main way of getting toughness back when you can't build peril and you can't use your staff. Also with those two, perilous combustion, it kinda helps a little bit. If you're kiting around and you just say you kill a couple elites and a specialist or something, and they'll drop soul blade stacks. It's 3 stacks, which ain't really much, but those stacks have a chance to crit, which would again proc metal and give you some toughness back. Alright, we're gonna grab perfect timing. I don't know why you wouldn't grab this. This is just free damage. Just if you're not, if you're rocking a gun build or something, don't take it. But if you're doing any kind of warp damage, take it. It's literally free damage. Some people don't take it. I don't know why they don't. We're gonna grab brain burst here. Brain burst is also a decent boss damage. If you can't run up to the boss for whatever reason and use your knife. Well, in general, you shouldn't be running up to the boss, but you get my point. If you have to melee the boss and you can't, or maybe there's no horde and it's just the boss, and you're too far away for whatever reason, you could at least use brain burst. And if you're going to take Brain Burst, I think taking Kinetic is a must too. You can pop, a red stem or a blue stem and then pop one of your abilities and you just pop off with the Brain Burst. It also helps. This is what it's mainly for. It's not mainly for boss damage, but it also helps with the vet. It'll save them some ammo because their job is typically shooting down gunners, bombers, just specialists, whatever, some shooters, and you can help them with kinetic. Oh, sorry. Well, technically with brain burst, you can pop off with kinetic and drop 5 brain burst and maybe kill a few enemies, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it still helps the vet because it saves them ammo, and every shot counts. Every little bit of ammo counts. Typically, what I usually find myself using it for is for Reapers. It's just like in the back of the damn map. It'd just be like 5 Reapers just lined up. You just pop your ability, boom, spam Brain Burst. Alright, I see a lot of people grab Kinetic. I don't like it. I think it's garbage. I mean, it's not going to occur at critical peril anyway, which I don't know exactly what is a critical peril for Kinetic Flare. I don't know if it's just 100 or if it's like, 90 to 100 or something, but either way, it still ain't worth it. Like I said, you're going to be between 80 and 100 anyway, or at most times in terms of peril. But it's just not that good. I don't even take it off Havoc 40 at all. I don't take it. I really don't think it's that good. There's not been one time, like I said, even off of Havoc 40, there's not been one time where I used it and a wave of whatever, I don't know, crushers, maulers, whatever, it doesn't matter, where I was facing a wave of 5 of them or 6 of them or something, and I'm shooting them with my flame staff or my staff in general, and I was like, damn, I really hope Kinetic Flare pops. Like, and kills what? Maybe one? Or maybe it just hits one and it just doesn't kill him, and then you gotta wait 15 seconds. It's stupid. It's not worth taking this. I think this is just garbage. All the time where I'm like, it's alright, is like boss damage, and that's only because Psyker doesn't have any boss damage really. And it's still not worth it. Like I said, 15-second cooldown, no. We're going to come down. We're going to grab Psykinetics Aura. Obviously, this is busted. In general, you're going to take every little bit of ability cooldown or regen you can grab. We got it here. We got it here on Seer's Presence. I mean, then we got the triple here on the Curios. But also gonna come down here. I see a lot of people grab the Wildfire. Wildfire is also just garbage. A lot of people grab these two here. They're just both garbage. They're not worth a point. Like, they're really not worth a point. Well, essentially what Wildfire does is, an enemy will die, right? And I'll take 4 stacks of Soul Blaze. It'll give 1 stack to 1 enemy 4 times. That's it. 1 stack of Soul Blaze to 1 enemy 4 times. That is garbage. That 1 stack is going to tick for like what? 3? Like, no. Just please don't take this. Or Kinetic. A lot of people grab these two and they're not worth the point. If I had to grab one of these, I would take Kinetic. I'm not grabbing Wildfire. This is absolutely garbage. But that's it. That's if I had to. So I'm not taking either one of these. We're gonna come down. Just one with a warp. Free toughness damage reduction. You're gonna grab this. I see a few people don't grab it, which I guess it's not a must, but it's really fucking nice. It's, you're going to be critting because of Warp Nexus anyway. You're going to light 20 Poxwalkers on fire. You're just going to be dodging bullets. You'll still have to dodge every now and then, but you're really just going to be dodging gunners like crazy. We're going to grab Shield. I really don't like Shield. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's really good in Havoc 40. I just don't like using anything too defensive. I'd prefer Vent. But I mostly play with random, so if I don't take a Shield, they're like, hey, can you put on Shield? Or they'll be like, hey, Psyker, where's the shield? And it's stupid. So just bring the shield. Like I said, it's good. I just don't like using it. I often find that I'm using it more for bombers than anything, funny enough. I'll drop it ahead of the team or like in a doorway so the shield like covers the top of the door so the bombers can't chunk a nade in. And there's too many times where we're just facing waves of melee enemies and I just got nothing to use it on, so I'll just drop it on us for like I get for the extra toughness regen. But for bombers it's really nice. We're gonna come down. We're gonna grab Warp Rider, free damage. We're also gonna grab Solidity, which will be really nice with our 80% quell speed. Keep coming down. I see a lot of people grab this and Brick Resolve. This sucks. This is garbage too. Do not take it. Please don't take it. Generally speaking, not even just in Hab 40. Generally speaking, if you're building peril or you're at high peril, you're doing more damage on Psyker. So why do you want to nerf that? Like that makes no sense. And on top of nerfing how much peril you can get, you're also nerfing the toughness replenish. It's retarded. This is a garbage ass node. Don't ever take this. This thing sucks. Take this, and as far as I know, this is bugged and it doesn't even work. I would still rather take it than this. This is absolutely garbage. Alright, we're gonna come down. Warp siphons, like I said, all pretty standard. Warp battery. We are gonna grab essence harvest. Normally, like I said, I wouldn't really pick anything too defensive, but you really don't have anywhere to put this point to do more damage. Like I said, you're not grabbing these two. This shit sucks. We're not grabbing these two. So if you're struggling, I guess you could get the extra 15 toughness. Or maybe you want battle med for whatever reason. I don't know why you would, but maybe you want battle med. But like I said, if I had to pick something and not put it in the essence harvest, I would either get the 5% range damage or the 5% crit hit chance. But I don't know. I think essence harvest is pretty damn good though. That gives a lot of toughness back, especially because you're just melting enemies. And we're gonna come down and then let me preface this by saying, if you take anything away from this video, take this. If you're gonna, and this is just generally speaking, you know, not Havoc 40 specific. If you're using the flame staff, take the flame modifier. Take in fire reborn. There is too many times where I see people use the flame staff and they don't take in fire reborn. They either just don't take it at all, or they grab essence harvest, or they grab psychic vampire. This shit sucks. This sucks. Okay. I mean, honestly, if I was just rocking vent with creeping flames, I still might just take in fire reborn. Because this is absolutely garbage. All coherency like skills or talents, whatever you want to call them, are kind of garbage because they limit you to being in coherency. It's only a 4% chance, and like I said, you gotta be in coherency for it to fucking work. Just take in fire reborn, please. Every enemy that dies has a 10% chance to give you a warp charge. You're gonna light like 25 poxwalkers on fire. Like, just take this, please. Okay, this is like a must. I don't care if your build is exactly like mine, like down to a T, and you don't take in fire reborn. Like, I'm not getting you in. Like, it just makes no sense. It's so stupid. Okay. I guess we'll go over a couple tips here. So, like I said, with solidity and then the 80% quell speed here, you're gonna be again between 80 and 100 peril at all times. So. you really only gotta hold down the quell button for like 1 second and you'll drop back down to like 85. See, real quick. And you're basically just going to be doing that over and over again. You're going to be between 80 to 80, or sorry, 80 to 85 to 100 toughness, pretty much at all times. Toughness, damn it, peril at all times. And let's see. Another little tip here is, as far as I know, Psyker has the fastest base stamina regen, and then I'm not sure if you can do this without the triple stam regen, because I've always rocked the triple stam regen, but let's just say if you're rocking triple stamina regen, you can pretty much do the push attack on Dag and like forever. You got to time it a little bit, but you could just pretty much do it forever, and you'll see me do it in my videos pretty much constantly as I'm trying to run away or like I'm dealing with the horde. You'll just see me do this. Like I said, you could do this forever. You said you got to time it a little bit, but that's pretty much it. You're constantly pushing the enemy and you're constantly attacking the enemy. You still have to dodge every now and then because you don't want to get hit by some stray poxwalker or something off to the left or right. You just can't see, because if you're that low on stamina and then you get hit once, they're just gonna break your stam, and then you're gonna get hit twice and you're gonna die. I see a few comments. They ask me, how is your Psyker so fast? And I don't know, it's just playing the game. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like I said, my only movement speed here is metal. Yeah, unless like in some of the clips I was rocking disrupt, but usually it's just metal. That's it, that 5% movement speed for 4 seconds. And then, you know, running around with the charge attack for extra movement speed. Yeah, I think that's about it.